Atma, Namaste, and welcome. Thank you for joining us for this first of three powerful full moons of the year. Before we start, let's ask for divine blessing. We'll do the more advanced technique of invocation, so put your hands on your heart, raise it high up. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we thank you for your blessings. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. To my teacher, Master Chokhok Sui, Mahaguji Mailing, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a powerful will that we may be of service to all. We thank you in full faith, with gratitude, with respect, and lots of love. We thank you. So, thank you very much for joining us. A lot of you joined us for the early session for the mini version of the full moon meditation. Before we do this, let's talk a little bit about the full moon. As most of you know, the reason we do this is we're harnessing the energy of the and that's coming into the world and use it for purification, for awakening the good qualities within us, and to bless Mother Earth. Now, of all the full moons, the most powerful one is the one next month called the Wesak Festival. I hope you will join us. We're going to be in Anaheim. We'll have at least 400 or 500 people fill up the room to bring more spiritual energy down. We'll also have a special energy grid where people are seated a certain way, so to maximize the energy flowing down. That's next month. Now, this month, the Aries full moon is the preparation for that. In order to have so much energy come through us, we need to purify the system. So some of you who've studied electronics know what I'm talking about. The amount of current, which is I, is equal to the voltage over the resistance. That's called Ohm's law. Now, this spiritual current is the same thing. The spiritual current flowing through us is equal to the divine source, which is constant, having to overcome our weaknesses and the blockages in our system. Now, a lot of people don't realize when you say blockages, it's not just blockages from negative energy, from stress, from disease energy, or stress energy from the environment and work. It is also negative qualities within us. Some of you might have noticed, the more you do meditation, spiritual practice, the more negative tendencies come out. Like you can have a deep meditation where you're filled with so much love and peace, and then, next second you notice you're snapping at someone. So these are old tendencies in the system. We have a student one time who, after doing intense meditation with Grandmaster Cho, when she went home, she started looking for liquor. So she bought all this liquor and started drinking it, and she never drank before. So it's just old tendencies inside the system. It's just like if you have a chakra, the negative tendencies are inside the energy channels in the, like a flower with a stem, it's inside or even deeper. So as a chakra enlarges with meditation, spiritual practice, all this stuff that's inside is now flooded with energy. It's just like pouring fertilizer. Everything comes to the surface. And, just when you thought everything is quiet, things get stirred up, right? So during the full moon, for ordinary people, as the Holy Master Dual Kul said through Alice Bailey, it's a time of crisis. For you and I who are aware of this process, instead of being a hindrance, we actually use it as an opportunity to harness more energy, to aim that hose and just flush things out of our system. All right. Now that said, these three bodies we have: physical body, emotional body, mental body, are the instruments or the shell the soul uses to function in the lower world. So the soul, being a being of light, in order to learn lessons, has to use instruments like a physical body to move with, an emotional body to feel with, and a mental body to think with. So the soul actually utilizes bodies to travel and move around and learn lessons in the lower worlds. So let's connect it with Easter. The Lord Jesus said, I will destroy this temple and raise it in 3 days. Some of you remember that from the biblical verse. So if you remember also, it is said in the Bible, the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. So this Holy Spirit, there are different levels of truth. This spiritual self is a spirit, and it's holy, right? It comes from God, it's pure. So one level of truth says the incarnated soul, you have the lower soul connected to the higher soul and ultimately connected to God. The incarnated soul, or what's called the Jib Atma, encases itself in the physical, emotional, mental shells. That's the temple. So in order for the body to learn lessons, the soul to learn lessons, it has to shed the physical body, the emotional body, mental body, so the lower self can go back to the higher self. All right? That said, when the Lord Jesus said, I will destroy this temple and raise it up in 3 days, you have to realize the word 3 and the word temple come together. So the soul, in order to learn lessons, have to shed these three bodies in order for the lower soul to connect with the higher soul, symbolized by resurrection. So Sunday, Easter, what you call resurrection of Christ, is also in the esoteric teachings a way for the lower self, the incarnate soul, to become one with the higher soul. Now, the interesting part is this. When we're trying to unite with the higher soul, for ordinary people who are not yet on the spiritual path, it happens by the body's dying, shedding. Now, in your case, if you're aware of the process and also know the techniques, you can experience disintegrating a lot of the negative qualities, that are tendencies of the physical, emotional, mental bodies, and then while the incarnate soul is still in the body, to connect high up to the higher soul, so that the lessons that are learned can be uploaded. See, ordinary people, they have to shed these bodies, extract the lessons to become one with the higher soul. In our case, be the teachings that are given to us, we can do this while the body is still alive. So you could imagine the amount of time the soul saves in learning. Now, that said, so in this purification process of disintegrating, removing these old tendencies, you have to have a pattern. Some people, they just say, oh, today I am intuitive to do this. That might be good, but how's your intuition when you're stressed out? Not to mention, if you're going through a lot of stuff, a lot of times it's difficult to focus on what you need to work on because it overwhelms you. That's why you have a teacher. So Grandmaster Cho is teaching about the 5 virtues. First one is loving kindness and non-injury. Number 2 is generosity, non-stealing. Number 3, honesty, non-lying. Number 4, constancy of aim and effort. Number 5, moderation and non-excessiveness. Now, that said, we're going to use this pattern or this structure to systematically disintegrate the negative tendencies we can during this full moon and build up and charge up the qualities we want. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this purification, quick, simple technique, and then afterwards we'll do the meditation. So by the time we get to the meditation part, the channels are relatively clean, the emotional garbage is already substantially out, so you'll have a more powerful meditation. All of this is preparation for the grand finale, which is next month. All right? Now, that said, a lot of you have taken Arhatic Yoga, know this technique. You don't know the more advanced technique of either using the blue triangle technique or the 3-finger technique on your ajna. Anyway, since we have a mixed audience here, we're not gonna talk about those techniques. We'll teach you a simplified ones. But if you know the more advanced techniques, go ahead and practice that. All right? When we have events like this, we have an opportunity to touch so many souls. So I personally feel that although we cannot teach you the more advanced technique, we can at least let you know it's available and give you something you can use. So hopefully, if you see the value of that, you'd want to take the higher classes, go through the system of all the advanced technique the teacher taught us. All right? But at least in the meantime, you have something to use. Next, you might have noticed that when you do your meditation and spiritual practice, you see violet light. So the color violet is actually the main color utilized by the soul to disintegrate negative thoughts and negative emotions. That's the same reason why if you're a practicing Roman Catholic, when you go to confession, remember you go into a box and you emotionally release, you tell the priest all your problems and so on and so on. What protects the priest is he wears a purple stole, like a scarf. When he puts it on, the entire aura turns violet. And when it turns violet, when the negative emotions and negative thought comes off the parishioner, instead of entering the aura of the priest, it's disintegrated upon contact. So knowing that, the color violet disintegrates negative thoughts and negative emotion. Now in advanced pranic healing, there's a frequency that's even higher than violet. It's called electric violet. That means you notice sometimes when you're meditating, your eyes are closed, you feel a shiver, like you're being electrocuted. Well, spiritually you are, because the energy coming down your spiritual cord looks like electricity. It's brilliant, brilliant white light with sparkles or edges of violet and blue. That's electric violet. Another term for electric violet is divine energy or soul energy. It comes from a higher soul. And that is the energy that we use to disintegrate these negative thoughts and negative emotions. So to simplify everything, we'll go through the 5 virtues, pick a few things that we want to get rid of, and then we will focus on your crown. You imagine your hand filled with this brilliant electric violet light. It looks like your hand wrapped in lightning. Okay? So you use that, and then you're going to disintegrate like erasing like this. All right, you ready? So go ahead and visualize a white screen in front of you, like a movie screen. The first virtue is loving kindness and non-injury. Now, before we do this, let's have a baseline measurement. I know you guys say, I'm coming here for meditation, not for class. Too late. All right. First, scan your heart. Press the center of your palm. Try to feel your heart center. Just say, my heart center. Next, try to feel the size of your crown. Say, my crown center. Now, some of you who are new have no clue what the heck we're doing. We're trying to feel the energy of these energy centers before we do the technique. See if after flushing out all the dirty energy, to see if anything happens. Next, press the center of your palm. Visualize your head in front of you. Put two hands like this. Say, the size of my spiritual connection. Okay, this is a pipeline like this. You're just trying to visualize and feel it. All right, so this is our baseline measurement. Ready? So visualize a white screen. The first virtue is loving kindness and non-injury in thoughts, words, and actions. So close your eyes. This technique is called inner reflection and firm resolution. Take an inventory of the year. Just a quick inventory, the past year. Have we been hurtful with our thoughts? Have we been vulgar? Have we been hurtful and condescending with our words? And have we physically hurt someone intentionally? Whatever it is, just put them all on the screen like a movie. Visualize it, or just form the intention is there. If we've been hurtful with our words, our thoughts, and actions. Did you scream at someone? Did you get so angry with someone that you lashed out at them? Were you excessively hurtful with your criticism, even though you're trying to help someone? Have you been selfish to the extent that only what you want is important? People getting hurt doesn't matter. Visualize all that on the screen in front of you. Okay? Now, if you like, just cover it with dark blue paint. This is to freeze it so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, the ones who took Arhatic and Kriya Shakti, you know what to do. The rest, just cover the dark layer of blue paint. That freezes it so it doesn't go anywhere. Ready? Take your left hand, tap your crown, take your right hand, imagine you're holding a brilliant eraser, or just imagine your hand wrapped in lightning. Now follow me. Just say, disintegrate, 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 erase. Disintegrate, disintegrate, erase. Disintegrate, disintegrate. All these negative tendencies, disintegrate completely, totally, permanently, erase, and disintegrate out of my aura and my chakras. Lord God, thank you for the blessings. Thank you for disintegrating any tendencies to be hurtful with my thoughts, my words, and my actions. Completely, totally, and deeply. So be it. Cut. All right. Simple enough, right? How do you feel? A little lighter? Now watch. Go like this with your hand. Okay? Scan the size of your heart chakra again. Check your crown. Check your spiritual cord. Most of you, if you're sensitive, you notice it enlarged. So the question you should ask is, why did it get big when all you did was remove stuff? You have to realize the chakra spins, and how fast it spins is dependent on how efficient it takes on energy, how efficient it is to absorb fresh energy, how efficient it is to release dirty energy. So when we have a realization that certain qualities within us need to be removed, it comes to the surface. As soon as you disintegrate it, it comes out. When it comes out, more energy can come in out of the chakra. The chakra petals and the parts which they're made of energy can now absorb more of that energy, so the chakra enlarges. Now, when these chakras enlarge, you create more space for the spiritual force to come down. That's why the spiritual cord got bigger. Okay? So that's loving kindness, non-injury. Let's do it again quickly without all this description. All right? Ready? Visualize your white screen. Close your eyes. Now, same thing. Dump any memory you have of being hurtful with your thoughts, word, and action. Put it on the screen. Like a movie or pictures. Okay? Now cover it in dark blue paint, or just say freeze. Now tap your crown with your left hand. Raise your right hand. Let's see that hand filled with brilliant electric violet or lightning. Disintegrate, disintegrate. Say it. Disintegrate, disintegrate, erase, completely disintegrate. Completely, permanently disintegrate, disintegrate. We'll help you out. Disintegrate. So be it. So be it, so be it, so be it. All right. Now, so it's accurate, inner reflection to know what the mistake is, and firm resolution. So after you remove this old programming, you have to replace with the positive ones. So the concept is very simple. You remove the negative thoughts, negative tendencies, and you replace it with what you want. So next time you go through life, similar situation comes up, the new program plays. It's the easy way to do it. Okay? So visualize not a white screen. Visualize yourself doing what's right. What should have been the right thought process going on in your mind? What should have been the right thing to say? What should have been the right thing to do? Visualize yourself practicing loving kindness in thoughts, words, and actions. See it as clearly as you can. Keep going. We'll energize it. So it is. All right. How do you feel? Feel lighter, right? Okay, next one. Generosity and non-stealing. Check your heart again. Check your basic. Anything to do with generosity when it comes to financially is affected by the basic. So some of you are going through some difficulties with your finances, some challenges. Maybe this will help. Okay, go like this. Say my basic chakra at the base of your spine. My basic chakra, my prosperity energy center. All right, whatever it is. So let's try. Visualize the white screen like you did a few seconds ago. All right. Imagine in the past year, have we been, dishonest? Have we stole anything? Things that don't belong to us. Physically, like money, emotionally, like people's affections, maybe people's ideas. So just think of anything that we have done that we were dishonest and took things that are not ours. Visualize it on the screen. Okay, same thing, cover in dark blue paint, or just say freeze. Now take your left hand, tap your crown, raise your right hand. Let's go. Erase, 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 completely erase and disintegrate these tendencies to steal. Disintegrate, disintegrate. Keep going, we'll help you out. Disintegrate. All right? Now watch. Scan your basic chakra again. Say my basic chakra, my heart chakra. Again, that's without giving energy. All we did was remove the negative tendencies. Right? Let's do it again. Visualize a white screen. Any tendencies to steal or take things that are not ours, physically, emotionally, mentally, put it on the screen. Okay, sometimes we're so self-centered, self-selfish, we don't realize we're taking things away from other people, causing them to have pain. So put it on the screen. Okay, covered with dark blue paint. Okay. Electric violet hand. Erase it, disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. Disintegrate completely, permanently disintegrate. Okay, good. All right. Visualize yourself doing it right. Not only do you not steal, you're extremely generous, giving money to charity, helping people in need, donating your time, your effort, your resources to help lots of people unconditionally. Pressing that button on your internet, donating money to charity, going out helping feed hungry people. Visualize yourself being super generous and helpful to others with your time, your efforts, and your resources. Good. Say so be it. All right. So a lot of you must feel lighter already. In our Hatha Yoga, Kriya Shakti, you're supposed to do this every day for 60 to 90 days. So here we're just giving the rest of you who are new a little taste of it. Now some of you already feel lighter. We'll keep going. So loving kindness, non-injury, generosity, non-stealing. Third one, honesty, non-lying. Now the key here is it has to be mature type of honesty. And if you read Grandmaster Cho's books, mature type of honesty is something like this. A lot of you have children. When somebody calls and looking for you, you tell your kid, tell them mommy's not home. And the kid goes, oh, mommy said she's not home. That's honesty, but not the mature type. All right? So a simple rule we were taught by Master Cho is like this. If you put your hand like this, if this is honesty and non-lying, this is loving kindness, non-injury. If ever there's a conflict between these two virtues, loving kindness takes over. In other words, if what you have to say, even if it's true, it's going to be hurtful and unnecessary, you skip it. All right? So that's kind of just a little part of the guideline. Now, another thing too that's very, very important when it comes to honesty and non-lying is self-honesty. A lot of people, since they cannot face themselves, they put on a facade. That's why they have a tendency to be bullying people, to be demeaning other people, because they're trying to hide that insecurity within them. So the key is self-honesty. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. Like I know what I need to work on. I know what I'm good at, right? By simply having that understanding realization, it helps you to have an accurate perception, okay? The virtue is accurate perception, correct expression. So you have an accurate perception of who you are, so that way when you interact with other people, you have a correct way of doing it, correct expression, all right? So visualize your white screen in front of you. Visualize the tendency to lie to yourself, to deny what's your, what's your mistake. Visualize any type of instance where we have been intentionally lying and hurtful to people with our words by keeping truth from them. Visualize all that on the screen. Okay, as much as you can. All of us mess up. It's part of growing. The key is realization. And I realized I messed up. Just put it on the screen completely. Don't give yourself excuses. Now cover it in dark blue paint or just say freeze. All right. Tap your crown with your left hand. Raise your right hand. Okay. Visualize electric violet. Just erase, 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 and disintegrate. Keep going. We'll help you out. Disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. With the blessings of God, power, will of God. Disintegrate. All right. How's that feel? Okay, let's do it again. Visualize the white screen. Imagine yourself with all these mistakes. All of us mess up. Don't feel bad. It's part of learning. The key is treat it as energy, nothing more. Put all those tendencies to be dishonest, put it on the screen. Dishonest to yourself or to others. Okay, covered in dark blue paint or just say freeze. Right, tap your crown, electric violet hand, just super bright electric violet hand or eraser. Say erase, 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 completely erase and disintegrate these negative tendencies. Keep going. Disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate for all of you with power, will of God, so be it. Disintegrate. All right, ready? Replace it. Visualize yourself being, honest but the mature type. Visualize yourself being honest to yourself, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, which manifests as good self-esteem, and also helping other people who are having difficulties. Telling people what they need to hear, but in a loving, kind way. Visualize it as clearly as you can. Say, so be it. Okay, do it again. Visualize the white screen. Visualize yourself doing the right thing. So be it. Okay, there's a third virtue, fourth virtue. And you thought you're coming from meditation, huh? Well, you want to do it right, do it. Fourth one, constancy of aim and effort. Don't be a lazy butt, basically, okay? Oh, this is being broadcasted everywhere. So it's something like this. They say in the Chinese tradition, water dripping, even though it's just a little drip, could bore a hole to a rock, all right? Constancy of aim and effort means whatever we do in life, you go all out. You want to be successful, all in, not one of those halfway technique. You have to be very focused. This is, let's say, your spiritual practice. You don't become a saint by accident. I remember Grandma Sicho, he was very strict with us. When do you meditate? What do you expect? Doing the spiritual practice has to produce results. So with everything we do, constancy of aim and effort is the key to success. You could be the smartest person, you could be the most loving person in the world, but if you just exercise that intelligence and that love now and then, it's completely useless. But there are people who are not very smart. They're not very loving, but when they do it, they go all out and do it consistently. Those are the ones who are successful. So in your spiritual practice and everything else, we have to disintegrate laziness. Okay? And the interesting part about this is there's a shortcut. And that shortcut is this. If you were to simply put a schedule in everything you do, by having a schedule and deadline, even the tendency to be lazy is there, guess what happens? That schedule pulls you to be consistent. All right? So here's what we'll do. Think back the year, whether in your relationship, in your finances, do you work when you need to work, or you do give a half-assed job to your employer or your business? Your meditation, do you do all out? Everything that you do cannot be halfway. You have to be super focused. So visualize the screen. Think of the things that you do that could be better. we're sitting on the couch, just playing with the remote, messing around on the computer, where you could be working, you could be meditating, you could be doing certain stuff. Okay, visualize all those lazy stuff on the screen. Now, cover it with dark blue paint, or say freeze. All right, tap your crown, electric violet glove, electric violet light. Go erase, 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 completely erase and disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. Keep going. Disintegrate completely, thoroughly, with the blessings of God, power, will of God. Disintegrate all these negative tendencies to be lazy. So be it. Disintegrate, disintegrate. All right? Let's do it again. Now visualize yourself, all those tendencies to be lazy. Dump it on the screen in anything you do. In your finances, in your relationship, in studying, in your spiritual practice, any type of laziness, dump it on the screen. Any excuse that we have not to work, not to be successful, dump it on the screen. Even in your charitable work, you want to help feed the hungry. You don't feel like feed the hungry people when you feel like it. You have a schedule. Any type of laziness, put it on the screen. Some of you exercising, working out, whatever. Anything that requires effort and consistency that you're not doing, put it on the screen. Okay, cover in dark blue paint. Say freeze, do not move. All right, ready? Electric violet light, disintegrate, completely disintegrate, disintegrate this tendency. Completely disintegrate now, disintegrate. Disintegrate. All right. A lot of work, huh? And you thought you were going to come here and blaze out. We'll do that after. And you're going to blaze out really well after we clean out all the stuff. Okay, now, visualize yourself doing what's right. Giving yourself a schedule. Being consistent. Sticking to that schedule, and everything you do, go all in. When you want to work on your finances, you have a new job, new work. Even though people are not there, they don't see what you're doing. You know in your heart, your mind, you go all in. You really give 100, 150% of what you do. In your relationships, you don't just love someone when they're watching. You, in every part of your life, when you care about someone, you go all in. Really do whatever it takes to show love and compassion and nurturing. Next one, mentally, you want to study something, okay? You want to study a new skill. You want to learn something. Go all in. Really visualize yourself doing it. Spiritually, you have a schedule when you're going to do your meditation. You have a schedule when you're going to do your purification technique. You're going to have a schedule when you're going to do service and help others. You're going to lead a healing clinic. You're going to lead a meditation night. Whatever you're doing, go all in. Visualize yourself doing well, more than anyone else, and do it better than anybody else. Whether people are watching or not, you don't care. You know deep in your heart, you're doing it all out. Go. Keep going. We'll help you energize it. So be it, so be it, so be it. Okay? Let's do it again. Visualize the screen. Visualize your screen. Visualize yourself doing the right thing. Working intelligently, consistently, diligently, all out. Go. Just really put all your efforts in. Meditating, doing your spiritual work, you're studying something, you're nurturing someone, okay? Financially, you're working hard to make yourself even more successful, to have more resources, to give you freedom to do your spiritual work. You're working the physical body, you're consistently watching your diet, doing your exercise, whatever. Just do everything and do it consistently. Visualize yourself doing it, program yourself to make this happen by itself on you. Okay? So be it. So be it, so be it, so it is. All right. All right, last one. Moderation. Moderation, non-excessiveness. All right, the important part of this is you have all the four virtue, right? Loving kindness, non-injury, generosity, non-stealing, honesty, non-lying, constancy, aim and effort, and non-laziness. Moderation is to balance all of them. Okay. Now I realize this previous one we're working. Do this, do that, right? Now, at the same time, as you do it consistently, you have to make sure that the other virtues are not being encroached on. For example, I'm working very hard, I'm going to be successful. Well, loving kindness has to balance with it, because you don't say, oh, I'm going to work hard, be super successful, I don't care who I step on. Make sense? So the idea here is, you want to balance all the different virtues. Now, the way a person not balance it is they go excessive in some areas. So visualize a white screen. Imagine yourself having excessive work. I haven't passed that one yet. So do your best. Visualize yourself working too much, that your health is being affected, your relationship is being affected. Visualize that in the screen. Okay? What else? What else could be excessive? Some of you still smoke. Some of you drink excessively, take drugs or whatever. Things that are hurtful to the body, visualize it on the screen. Relationship-wise, sometimes a person becomes so obsessed with one person at the expense of every part of their life. That's also possible. So anything that's non-excessive, that is excessive, put it in the screen. Last one. When it comes to non-excessiveness and having moderation, okay, spending. You spend on things that are useless. Or the way I remember my uncle told me many years ago, just because something is on sale, but if you don't need it, it's not a good deal. So having the proper control when it comes to finances is a form of non-excessiveness. Next one, sex drive. Sex drive is good. It's good for pleasure. It's good for energy to be transformed into creativity. So moderation, anything that's non-moderate, put it on the screen. Okay, good enough. Ready? Cover in dark blue paint. Disintegrate with electric vibe. Disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. Disintegrate completely, disintegrate, so be it. Okay, one more time. Visualize the screen. Imagine all the anti-excessive, anti-non-excessive, or excessive things we did. Put it on the screen. Just look back. Okay, did I do this? Did I overdo that? Just put it on the screen. Are there, excessive or compulsive stuff that we do that are useless and only hurtful to ourselves or other people? Put it on the screen. Any negative habits, any addictions, put it on the screen. Just visualize yourself, smoking. If you do smoke and you want to get rid, put it on the screen. You're drinking or taking drugs, whatever. Anything that's bad for you, put it on the screen. Things that you don't have control over. Visualize it. Now cover in dark blue paint. Say freeze. Let's go. Disintegrate, disintegrate, completely disintegrate, disintegrate. Disintegrate, so be it. Alright, now visualize the screen. Imagine yourself doing what's right. Having self-control, soul mastery, self-mastery. As clear as you can. Say, so be it. Okay, do it again. Visualize the white screen, doing yourself, visualize yourself doing the right thing as clearly as you can. Say, so be it. Okay, how's that feel? And one last thing. Put your hands on your heart. One of the biggest hindrances to spiritual development is resentment, the inability to forgive. So visualize the people in front of you, people who have hurt you, that you have not forgiven. Or you think you've forgiven, but you're not sure if it's complete or you're still holding on stuff. And some people, they cannot forgive themselves. So imagine yourself as one of them. Put them in front of you. Okay? Ready? We'll just do it en masse. Put your hands on your heart. Just bow down to all of them. Say, Namaste. Or just say to all your Atmas. Atmas means souls. Atmas, Namaste. Now visualize all of them turning into brilliant light. We're forgiving the soul, not the body. Say, Atmas, Namaste. Repeat after me. We are all children of God. We are all growing and evolving. Evolution involves time, process, and lots of mistakes. I've had my share of mistakes and learned from them. So can all of you. Namaste. God's peace and love be with my soul. God's peace and love be with you. Okay, so focus on the back of your heart and your crown, everyone. Take a deep breath. Go past the crown. Be aware above the crown. Exhale. Now say to all these people, you are all completely forgiven. Go in peace. Again, focus on your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Go up, 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 past your crown, above the crown, 1 foot above the crown, higher, higher. Exhale. Now look at all these souls. Say, you are all completely forgiven. Go in peace. I release you. Again, focus on your heart, your crown. Take a deep breath. Transmute any anger, resentment completely, totally, permanently out of your crown, past your crown, 1 foot above your head, higher, higher. Exhale and say it. To all of you, you are completely forgiven. Go in peace. I completely release you. One more time. Heart and crown. Take a deep breath. Past your crown, way above your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Now say to all these souls, you are completely forgiven. Go in peace. One more time. Inhale. Past your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Stay there. Look at these souls. You are all completely forgiven. Go in peace. May you be blessed with inner peace and inner healing. May you be blessed with the realization that you are the soul that's growing. You will seek spirituality and you will grow and evolve. So be it. May you be blessed with happiness and joy. Namaste. Go in peace. Now look at me. Put your hand like this. Say, cut, cut, cut. I completely release you. So be it. Namaste to all of you. All right. That's a forgiveness technique. Now that we clean all the garbage out, we can do intense meditation. So get up, shake it off a little bit. Okay, you shake it off because we've been sitting for a while. All right. You ready? Okay, let's really crank it up. Open your palms. Actually, put your hands like this. Let's do the invocation once more. Raise it up. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we thank you for your blessings. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. You can thank whoever you like or ask for whoever's blessing. To my beloved and respected teacher, Grandmaster Chokok Sui, Mahaguji Mailing, and all the high beings, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. Thank you for blessing us, the soul, with a loving heart, an intelligent mind, and a super powerful will that we may be of service to others. We thank you. With gratitude, respect, and love, we thank you. All right? Now put your hands again on your heart. Repeat after me. I am that I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. Now let your awareness drift above the crown. I am the soul. I'm a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that I am, a being of pure energy and light, the soul. Now let your awareness drift even higher above the crown. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am that I am, the higher soul. Now let your awareness drift even higher. I am connected in one with the divine spark in me, the divine spirit in me. I am that I am, the divine spark. I, the divine spark, and one with God and one with all. There is only oneness. Maintain your stillness and awareness way above the crown and stay there. Say, we are one. We're one with God. We're one with all in service. Imagine we're all sitting inside the big, bright, beautiful sun, looking out to the solar system. Say, we are one in service. Now open your hands in blessing. Connect your hearts together. Our hearts are one. Be aware of your throat center. We are one. Be aware of the ajna in between your eyebrows. We are one. Be aware of your forehead. Connect your foreheads together. All of us are one. Connect your crowns. We are one. Be aware of 1 foot above your head, the 12th chakra. We are one. And higher. We are one. One more time, a little higher. We are one. We will do the great invocation. You'll be directed on what chakra to focus on. There are 3 sets of the great invocation. We'll do it in 3 different levels. This is the first time we've ever done it publicly, so be super receptive and just let the energy flow through. First, we will chant Om 3 times. We will chant Om as the incarnated soul. Then we will chant Om as the higher soul. And we will chant Om as the divine spark. Keep that in your consciousness. Take a deep breath. Om. As the higher soul. Om. As the divine spirit, the divine spark. Om. Imagine the earth in front of you. We will do 3 sets of the great invocation. Be aware of your throat and your hands. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth in the minds of every person and every being. Let light descend on earth. Now be aware of your heart. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth in the hearts of every person and every being. May the great spiritual teacher, may the great avatar return to earth. Let love descend on earth. Now be aware of your Ajna chakra in between your eyebrows. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wills of every person and every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. And just be still. Be aware of your throat, your heart, and your Ajna. Let the blessings flow through us. We are one. Now be aware of the Ajna, and then we go to the forehead and the crown for the second great invocation. Be aware of your Ajna and your hands and the earth in front of you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. Now be aware of your forehead. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person and every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May the great avatar return to earth. Now be aware of your crown. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person and every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center which we call the human race and all the different races, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth. Let's do it again. From the center which we call the human race and all the different races, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth. Let light, love, and power descend and restore the divine plan on earth. So be it. So be it, so be it, so be it. Now the most powerful one. Be aware of yourself as the incarnate soul. Put your gentle attention 1 foot above your head. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person and every being. Let light descend throughout the entire earth. Just be still. Just be still. You, the incarnated soul, an expression of God's light and wisdom. Allow your awareness to drift way above the crown, way, way above the crown, above the 12th chakra, even higher. Say this as the higher soul. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person and every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May the great avatar descend throughout the entire, may the great avatar return to earth. So be it. Now let your awareness drift even higher, as high as you can. As the divine spark, from the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person and every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth now. From the center, which you call the human race and all the different races, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it permanently seal the door where any evil dwells. Now be aware of yourself as the incarnated soul. Let light, now be aware of yourself as the higher soul, love, the divine spark, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore the divine plan on earth. Now we'll chant Om 3 times as the incarnated soul, the higher soul, and the divine spark. As the incarnated soul. Om. As the higher soul. Om. Higher. As the divine spirit. Om. Maintain your receptivity and awareness. Let the blessings flow through. We'll continue the meditation by blessing the earth through our hearts, with the meditation between hearts and then the crown. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Allow your entire being be a being of love to bless the earth with peace and with love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, faith, where there's despair, hope. Allow your entire being to bless every person, every being on earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and faith. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Where there's sadness, let me sow joy. Allow your entire being to just flood the earth with peace, with love, with the spirit of forgiveness, with hope and faith, with massive light and joy. So be it. We are one. Continue blessing the earth. Now be aware of your crown and your hands. From the heart of God, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and kindness. Bless the earth with golden light. May every person, every being be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed, unconditionally and without exception. So be it. So be it. Now, be aware of both your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath and exhale golden light out of your hands, filling the earth. Again, be aware of your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale golden light out of your hands to the entire earth. One more time, be aware of your heart and your crown. Take a deep breath. Exhale golden light to the entire earth. Simultaneously, as the incarnated soul, higher soul, and the divine spark as one, repeat with me. From the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, may all beings in every direction, above and below, and every dimension be blessed with love and kindness. May all beings be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. From the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being in every dimension be blessed without exception. Continue blessing the entire earth. We are one. As the integrated spiritual self, connected with all, we are one. Blessings be to all. From the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with inner peace, with inner healing. Let all be blessed with goodwill and the willingness to do good. So be it. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Lower your hands on your lap. Palms up. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Imagine a golden flame above your crown. Just look at that golden flame. Simultaneously send a stream of love from your heart up, up, up to the crown and into the golden flame. And stay there. Listen to the mantra Om and meditate on the space in between. Your awareness and consciousness now completely in that space, drifting deeper and deeper into deeper stillness now. Om. Let go. Om. Gently, slowly, very gently and slowly settle into your physical body now. Take your time, slowly and gently come back. To facilitate it, move your fingers, move your toes. That will help bring you back to your body now. To help you get grounded quickly, be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Imagine golden light going down to the earth. Repeat with me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it. So be it. Now in front of you, visualize your family, your friends, your loved ones, people you care about. Fill them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity and spirituality. So be it. So be it, and so it is. All right. Now we come to the part we're going to bless our projects. So go ahead. The ones who've taken Kriya Shakti, you have written down a certain way. You know the hand position. The ones who have not taken the class or are not sure what you're doing, just visualize or think of the projects you want to be successful. Okay. Your finances, you want to make more money, better job, better opportunities in your career. Relationship, what relationship you want to improve. Your physical body, you want better health, any health issues. What else? Mentally, you are studying something, you want to do better in school, you want to study a new language, a new skill. And last one, spiritually, okay? What do you want to be in a year from now? What do you want to achieve? We're going to use all this excess energy that we generated and just pour it into these projects, okay? So we'll give you a few seconds. Okay, you guys ready? Have it all out. Okay, open your palms, say we are one. We are one with God, we are one with all. We are one. Okay, the ones who've taken the classes, Kriya Shakti, you know what to do with your hand position. The rest of you, just have your hand like this. Bless all your projects. Visualize the end result only. Super successful, everything doing well. Visualize only the end result and pour light into it. If you like, massive golden light will help you out. Keep going. Visualize it only the end result. Everything doing well in all those areas, and whatever areas you thought is needed, fill it with light. Just say we are one. The whole time you're filling it with light, you say we are one. So more energy flows through. So it is. With God's blessings, so it is. Tatastu, so it is. So it is. All right. How's that feel? Feel relieved, feel lighter, feel lots of energy. Okay. Now, before we finish, just a few things. Now, if you like this is nothing compared to the Wesak. The Wesak festival is even be more intense. And here's the plan. On Wesak Day, we're going to have one full day of preparation. So the event is like 6 o'clock or so in the evening. So that means we're going to start in the morning, about 9 or 10 o'clock. I hope you all show up because we're going to do this at the venue. So around 9 to 10 o'clock, we're going to do physical exercises. We'll do a lot of meditation. We'll clean out all the negative energy that we could possibly get rid of. It's going to be intensive cleansing, all right? I mean, really focus. Just imagine we're going to scrub each of the chakras. We're going to go to the inner reflection in depth. The ones who are new, I know some of you are not going to get not used to it yet, but we're going to go deeper and deeper and really flush things out. So by the time the main event happens at 6 o'clock or so at night, when the energy flows in, it'll accelerate the development of your soul in a very, very short time. I remember the Holy Master Dwal Kul, DK as he is called, says, there's no other opportunity, no other time that a soul can partake in such a great blessing that it benefits not only the soul, but all of humanity and other beings. And that's the Wesak Festival next month. Again, if you don't know about it, just go to our website. It's going to be a full day of preparation, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, all the way to like 5 o'clock or so. And then we'll prepare, and then 6 o'clock we'll do the full meditation. It's going to be massive. All right, the ones who cannot fly in will air the meditation. So we're going to broadcast it like this, but only the meditation. So you have to do all your purification, chakra scrubbing, clean out stuff. But if you can, it's worth the trip. All right. What else? A few other things. A quick announcement. We're very, very blessed that we're going to be in San Francisco, San Jose area in a few weeks to teach. We call it the Spiritual and Healing Immersion Weekend. All right. So we have the full-blown pranic healing class, the level 1, Achieving Oneness. So it's a combination of spirituality and healing. So that's why we call it Spiritual and Healing Immersion Weekend. And we're going to have one in LA too. The rest of it, please look at our schedule. If you're watching from other parts of the world, go to your pranic healing centers. They have meditation nights. They have healing clinics. Participate. Don't be a spiritual lone ranger, as Grandmaster just said. Spirituality involves others. Learn to do service, do your meditation, and that way you can make the most of this incarnation. All right? I think that's pretty much it. One last thing is don't do your meditation just during the full moon. Do your meditations on a regular basis and make sure you include blessing friends, blessing loved ones, blessing your project so that energy is used properly. So the way Master Cho explained it, and I'll finish it with this, your spiritual development is like breathing. When you do your meditation and spiritual practice, it's like inhaling. when you bless, when you do service to others, when you do healing, you give money to charity, all of that is like exhaling. So to accelerate your spiritual development, there have to be proper breathing in and breathing out. Okay? And other than that, I think that's it. Oh, if you want to donate, a lot of you have been giving contribution and donating to this cause. We like to keep this spiritual ministry free. And if you like to donate, there's a button somewhere here. Press a button, give if you like. You don't like to give, don't worry about it. We'll do it anyway because it's something that is dear to our hearts and our souls, and we'd like to serve as many of you as possible. And we're going to continue on our video streams. You know, we got so busy. Now we're going to go back to it. You know, structured spiritual practice and learning. All right, stay tuned. Other than that, live energized. So let's give thanks. Put your hands on your heart. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, we thank you. To Master Chok Sui, Mahaguju Jumain, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, we thank you for your immense blessings. With tremendous gratitude, respect, and lots of love, we thank you. Okay, Atma means soul. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. Live energized. Bye.